to be green, it's a goal that frankly every city should have, and these opportunities, whether it's rain gardens, whether it's pervious concrete, whether it's recycling, whether it's solar energy, when we become stewards of our air and our water, our homes become better places to live. The idea basically came from City Hall. When we built City Hall, we did rain gardens. And of course, that was at the commercial level. So to bring it to the community level for both educational purposes, but then to put it in a neighborhood and get the communities involved, we were just really excited about offering that opportunity to our neighbors.
Typical homes have their downspouts just come out onto the ground, and the water will flow down along the surface here and out into the street, carrying with it anything that's on the pavement, including sediment and oil and other greases. So instead of taking the stormwater and running across the surface and gathering up all that sediment and pollution, we're taking the pipes and directing them underneath the sidewalk in this case, and into the head of where you see the drain rock up here at the top of this rain garden, and into a shallow depression. And this shallow depression is just the surface of what you're seeing. There's actually 18 inches of amended soil in this that acts like a sponge and holds the water. It actually has about 40% of void space inside that soil, so there's a lot of volume that's actually stored within the soil of the rain garden itself. And then if we do get extreme storm events, it can come out through the overflow here. The magic of this system happens in the soil itself. The soil and the root structures of the plants that you see that are planted out here are what removes the pollutants from the water and then allows it to slowly infiltrate back into the ground, and it eventually gets into our groundwater and is what will recharge our streams with base flow. Base flow is the nice, steady, even flows that you want to see in a stream. Rather, if it ran off like it did conventionally across the pavement, it happens very quickly. All of the water gathers up at one point very quickly and becomes a very high volume of water in a very short period of time, which creates a lot of erosion and additional problems with stormwater and flooding. So it becomes a water quality and a storm flow reduction measure by implementing these rain gardens. By doing these rain garden clusters like this, we're actually getting a lot of effect and benefit out of this neighborhood cluster and reducing the amount of flows that are coming off in this specific neighborhood. We're trying to encourage citizens in the City of Puyallup to install these on their own. This is the pilot program to get that education and outreach out there so they're aware of this alternative of treating stormwater.
The City of Puyallup is, after today, we'll have installed 29 rain gardens, and we've done that over the last 2 years, and we've done it all with Department of Ecology grant funding. The way that this program functions is not from people at the city telling people what rain gardens are. It's that neighbors tell neighbors what rain gardens are and how they can care after the community.
Once it gets established and growing, they're low maintenance. It helps make your house look a lot nicer. It's all native plants to our area, which is good.
The citizens have responded overwhelmingly. Number one, definitely about education. They've had the opportunity to go to meetings to understand what rain gardens are, and then basically in some way it's become almost competitive. Which neighborhood gets the opportunity of putting in a rain garden?
Well, it certainly creates community pride. You know, it's nice to see the city being involved in something on a bigger scale. We've certainly benefited from it in terms of landscaping and homeowner value, but just community involvement and community pride has been a big portion of that as well.
This is a community-wide effort, and part of this program is not just the volunteers that are here today installing the plants. We're also educating and trying to broaden the contractors that are available. The next 2 rain garden installations that we have, we're going to have volunteer contractors doing the excavation work as a part of their learning process of how to install rain gardens. So we have a broader base of construction contractors out there that can install rain gardens. We want to have a whole community of effort out there with the contractors, the installers, and the people and the citizens to be able to put the rain gardens in.
What a lot of people don't realize is that the installation of the rain gardens here today is going to help the residents down in the valley tomorrow. And what I mean by that is when we plant these rain gardens, it helps filter our stormwater. Many people may not realize when our stormwater runoff goes into the ground, it doesn't get processed through our treatment plant. And so those nutrients are going directly into our creeks and then into our river. And everybody thinks nutrients are great, and they are, they can be. However, Have you ever heard there's too much of a good thing sometimes? When we get too many nutrients into our creeks, what it does is it helps increase the growth of elodea. Elodea is one of the contributing factors that we have to flooding along our Clarks Creek with our residents downtown. So this will help to filter some of those nutrients and help decrease the flooding issues that we have along our Clarks Creek.
There's so many partners in our rain garden program. Pure Stream team has been a great help to the program. They've coordinated the volunteers as well as just a lot of logistics of the events.
These projects, what I really like about them are how many things they accomplish with just this one project. There's public education, there's public involvement, there's hands-on involvement. People are out here getting dirty. They are learning by doing, which is one of the best ways to help educate and get a message out into the community. So there's real participation between the private sector, the local government sector, and the funding sources that help make all of this happen. So it's just a great synergy and combination of all the partners who should be working together. I've been really impressed with how well it's open communication and how smoothly it's all gone.
You can do things at a very basic level that will have a big impact on your city. Look at this, it promotes community. We're out here helping each other. And isn't that what communities are all about?
I think that this program really will set Puyallup ahead of a lot of other cities that are trying to fight for the cutting edge of low impact development and how to treat stormwater in a more efficient manner. I really think that Puyallup is, with City Hall and with WSU, we're really positioning ourselves as a leader, not just in Washington, but throughout the country as a stormwater technologies leader.